the wind lifted the curtain and she was uncovered in the room, unveiled, so like naked, or with not very
What,
much
bro?
clothes on.
This is like adultery video, bro.
Exactly.
I think I will end up becoming a quranist, bro. Wait, so Allah is saying thanks to Allah?
I mean, you reject Sunni Islam,
I,
correct?
yeah,
Hello, you can speak here?
yeah, no, no,
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. Basically, our topic today was about the breastfeeding in Islam. Have you heard of this?
Yeah. What I heard the scholars say, not the scholars, but like the Discord scholar,
Uh-huh.
they say it's only for one guy in the past, and that's it. It's not
Did they tell you
working now.
that it was in the Quran?
Yeah, they say it was, but like the Prophet removed it or something.
If say for example, when I showed you about the satanic verses and they got abrogated in chapter 22, verse
Yeah.
52, there was a verse abrogating them. They said that, whatever Allah He puts into your tongue, He takes out. But there's no verse even talking about it being abrogated, this one. And even the scholars are saying, but it's not abrogated in ruling, because nowhere it said that you should abrogate it. And even Aisha, I have sources here saying that she herself was breastfed.
What?
So, for example, here it says in this book here, and this is Mahib al-Jalil,
هواي بجليل شرح
yes.
المختصر.
And he says, regarding the distinction, it is narrated from Aisha that she breastfed an adult, thereby establishing a relationship of prohibition. Had this been forbidden, she would not have done it, and none of the companions objected to her action. But this is just not the only one, because this is saying that she herself did it. I have this from Musa Sahin, and this is his tafsir of Sahih Muslim, and he says that she held the view that breastfeeding an adult creates the mahram prohibition. And this is not
Yeah,
this
bro,
is throughout
I
here
know it.
as well. Like Muhammad, he's forcing people. How can I suckle him as he is a grown up? She is very uncomfortable, this woman here.
I have another explanation that I hear a lot.
Hmm.
Is it like here suckle? It means like she takes her breast and she put the milk in a
Okay.
cup and it
First of
makes it.
all, there is no you understand, like, for example, there is no like suckle cup from that type. There's no plastic. But also, not only this, you speak Arabic, correct?
Yes.
You see this root here?
أربعة means suckle.
If I translate this directly, ADE, it means breastfeed. And it's
Yes,
coming
yes, yes.
directly from the breast. You agree, yes?
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is talking
It's
about
not like a
breastfeeding,
drink or
and
like a.
yes, I know it's not drinking, but you have to suck the boob, and she is very uncomfortable because she's saying that he is a grown man. You understand that? So,
With a beard.
yes, with a beard. And also, not only with a beard, but he participated here. He participated in the
In
Battle
a
of
bottle.
Badr. Yes. So he's very old. He's more than he's hit puberty, and she's very uncomfortable with this.
Yeah, but
But
this is sexual if he does it like a real breastfeed.
so I want to show you one more thing, because you understand why this verse was brought down, or no?
The verse of breastfeeding.
Yeah. So you understand?
Because of what they call it, like the adoption is not haram, so now they
Exactly.
have to
But you
like
understand why adoption is haram, or no?
adoption is I don't I know this is story like about the prophet, but like the reason why Allah revealed the exact verse I don't know.
Okay, so I want to show you something. So basically, back in Muhammad's days, this is from Sahih al-Bukhari, we used to not call Zayd ibn Haritha, the freed Sayyid of Muhammad, except Zayd bin Muhammad. Why? Because he was adopted by Muhammad, so they called his last name Muhammad. But then a Quranic verse came down in chapter 33, verse 5, saying, don't call them the names of their adopted sons, because adoption is forbidden. Right? Why? Because Muhammad, he came to Zayd's house, and he saw his wife, and he was very attracted to her. You know about this, right?
Yeah, I know it, but like my friends, they say it's da'if, a chain. No,
Look.
it's not.
No. This is in every single anyone you want. This is Al-Tabri. The Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, had married Zayd ibn Haritha. This is his son, to Zainab, his cousin. Okay. One day, the Messenger of God So no, look. This is his cousin as well. Look, Zainab is his cousin. So watch. One day the messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, went out to see her, and there was a curtain
Okay.
at the door. The wind lifted the curtain, and she was uncovered in the room, unveiled, so like naked, or with not very
What,
much
bro?
clothes on.
This is like adultery video. Bro.
Exactly. The Prophet, may grant him peace, was impressed by her. He looked at her and he got very horny. When that happened, she was disliked by the other man. He came and said, "Oh, Messenger of God, I want to divorce my wife." Why? Why? He was said why. And in other narration, we will find why. Because when he came to the room, one of the most perfect women of Quraysh, this is talking about Zainab, he was captivated by her. This is when he's married to her son. His son. So she is married to his son. He's come over to his house looking for the son, and he goes and he looks at her and he realizes she's very beautiful, and he says out loud, "Glory be to God, the turn of hearts." Zainab heard it and mentioned it to Zayd. Then Zayd, he gets very uncomfortable because his dad, he's getting horny over his wife, and then he goes and tries to divorce her. That's the story. So you understand, this is not like a good person.
Bro, but the thing is, like, if you go to YouTube and you say, like, you search why adoption is in Islam is haram,
Mhm.
they will, like, you will never find this response. They will say, "Oh, scientifically this, oh, you don't have to take someone's child, all this." But in the Quran, there is no like these reasons,
I
like
know.
why the adoption is haram. But like, why they say this
Because
while they don't
look,
read the Sunnah?
there is so many things, Muhammad, he gets like, for example, this is the tafsir of al-Qurtubi, and this is the ruling for Muhammad. The 10th ruling says, if his gaze fell upon a woman, her husband was obligated to divorce her, and it was permissible to him to marry her. So, say for example, now you're a Muslim now, and you're in the time of Muhammad. You're married to a nice woman. You like her. You love her. Muhammad, he just looks at her. His gaze fell upon her. You now have to divorce her. Why? So he can marry her. This is exactly what happened to his son. So why
Two?
to his son? Zayn, his son. This is exactly what happened to her. Muhammad, he looked at her, and his gaze fell upon her, and now his son is obligated to divorce her. You see?
But how did he know?
Who?
Zayd, how did he know?
Because I showed you, let me just go, was it 57? So if we go here, this is how she knew. Because, so Muhammad, he came to her, correct, in the house. And he said out loud, "Glory be to God, the turner of hearts." He turned his heart, God turned Muhammad's heart to fancy his son's wife. Zainab heard it, the tasbih, like Alhamdulillah, and Zainab, she heard it, and then she told Zayd. You see?
She told him that he
That his
saw me.
father was lusting over her. And then Zayd, he wants to divorce her. So I've shown you now, I mean, I don't know if you researched about the satanic verses since the last time I spoke with you, if anybody have any answers. But now this is another thing which just shows, Muhammad, he have 12 wives. Why does he need also Zayd as well? Like Zayd's wife, his son's wife. And he have like unlimited sex slaves, about Maria and Safiya, So
Yeah.
so why this man, he needs so much sex all the time?
I think I will end up becoming a Quranist, bro. Like,
But even if you're
this after
Quranist,
this.
I mean, think about this. So if you're Quranist, okay, we reject all hadith, we reject all tafsir. So show me in the Quran how you pray. How?
I don't know. They say it's from tradition.
No, but it's not from tradition, because it's from hadith. It describes the prayer, but even,
Wait, in Hadith it says how to pray exactly in Hadith.
I mean, not exactly, but you can make it. You could pray from the hadith. But look, say even you say, okay, Surah Al-Fatiha is in the Quran. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to do sajud, and even this chapter here, it doesn't make sense. Because, you know, Allah, he's talking here, and he's talking to himself in the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. All praise is for Allah. Why is Allah praising himself? Like, who is he talking to?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Like, in the name of Allah.
It's like a prayer.
Yeah, of course, it's like a prayer, exactly. But this is meant to be the speech of Allah. So why Allah, you know, the Quran, it wasn't made, you know, just at one point of time. It's eternal with Allah. You understand that, correct?
Wait, so Allah is saying thanks to Allah?
Yes. Because this is not, you know, Muhammad, he's saying these things. This is Allah saying it. So you, we worship, and you, we ask for help. Why Allah, he's asking for help?
Maybe he's teaching us what to say, I think.
But why he doesn't say that? You know, this is meant to be, you know, a book of, you know, this is meant to be his speech, his eternal speech. So this doesn't make any sense without him saying, you know, for example. Exactly. But what he says first, he says, "Qul." Exactly. Because you have to say it. Exactly. But, you know, in chapter 1, it doesn't say. He's just talking. And this is, you know, so random. You understand? You know, if I come to you and I say in the name of Prince of Welsh, blah 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 blah. It doesn't make any sense. Why I'm talking like that? So you can't be Quranist because nothing is in the Quran. You know, you don't know how to make wudu. You don't know how to pray. You don't know how many times to pray because Quran says pray 3 times. So the Quran is not very clear at all.
Yeah, there are a lot of like a difference, and like people are divided, like
Exactly.
how to understand the Quran.
But you understand now, Sunni Islam cannot be the truth. You understand that? I mean, you reject Sunni Islam, correct?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. So this was only the second time I've spoken to this Muslim brother, and hopefully one day I can, when you accept it, we can talk, you know, a bit about your doubts of Christ and things like that. But it was so nice to speak to you today.